All right, guys. I'm Big Mike, and like always, I'd like to thank you for being here today. Today we have Raymond Stein from NinjaTrader and also Wesley from NinjaTrader. The purpose of today's webinar is to talk about NinjaTrader's capabilities and features, and the webinar is primarily aimed at new NinjaTrader users or those traders that are considering switching from a different platform to NinjaTrader. Today the topics include chart trading, using trailing stops, breakout trading, exploring the very large library of custom NinjaTrader indicators, and several other things. Today, as part of our BMT 3-year anniversary, NinjaTrader is going to be giving away 12 prizes, and those 12 prizes break down as follows. 10 NinjaTrader hats, 5 3-month licenses to NinjaTrader, and 2 lifetime licenses to NinjaTrader. So for those of you that have participated in any of the prize contests and quizzes that we've done on BMT, you're already familiar with it, but for those that haven't, the way it works is the quiz questions will be at the end of the webinar. The question will be based on material that was covered during the presentation, so be sure you pay attention. And then we'll coordinate everything at the end of the webinar and have that quiz and get everybody the prizes. I also want to briefly mention before I turn things over to NinjaTrader that for the rest of this month we have several other events as part of our BMT 3-year anniversary, including Suri Dedella. He's pretty much known as a pattern or chart pattern master. We have Nanex talking about high frequency trading. We have Al Brooks talking about trading channels. And earlier today I was able to confirm that we're going to be able to have Jack Schwager, the author of the Market Wizards books. In each of those webinars we will be giving away more prizes. So stay tuned for all of that. All right, guys, as you have questions, type them into the questions box and we'll do our best to answer everybody's questions. Hang on one second, and I'll turn things over to Ray at NinjaTrader.
All right. Well, hello, everyone. This is Raymond Stein over at NinjaTrader. Hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear right now, and you should also be able to see my projection on the screen. Mike was able to test that with me earlier, so I think we're coming through loud and clear. All right, wonderful. Well, once again, hello everyone, and welcome to today's presentation of new user techniques with NinjaTrader in the Big Mike's Trading Forum webinar room. I would also like to thank Big Mike for his help in setting up today's event. Thanks again, Big Mike, for everything setting us up today. And my name again is Raymond Stein. I work as our partner liaison in the business development department at NinjaTrader. And I did just want to clarify here, I know we've had our CEO, Raymond Day, in the room as well. So there are 2 Rays at NinjaTrader, but I am not the CEO. I am the Raymond Stein, who works in the partner development team at NinjaTrader. So during today's presentation, I have a lot of great trade information to share with you today. And just limited time for that, so my colleague Wesley Sinks will be also helping to answer questions today in the chat as you type them. And again, I will attempt to answer as many questions as I can as well. And if there's time at the end, I will be able to cover any questions that we missed. Now, you can always email any questions you have to sales@ninjatrader.com, as we have a great support staff ready to assist you at any time. Now, before we begin today, I would also like to ask everyone in the room just a few questions so I can more cater today's events and topics towards your needs. If you could type a 1 in the room if you currently use NinjaTrader, and a 2 if you don't use NinjaTrader. I just want to see how many NinjaTrader users we have in the room versus those of you not using NinjaTrader. Wonderful. Excellent. So we have a lot of you using and not using NinjaTrader. Excellent. That's great. Now, another question I wanted to ask you today, because I know we have a lot of both in the forum, is let's type an A if you're an automated trader and a D if you're a discretionary trader. That way I know how many of you pick your own trades. You manually trade, which is discretionary. We have, okay, one of you that does both. So most of you in the room are discretionary. We do have some automated. So excellent, wonderful. I'm going to show you a lot of great discretionary tools that you can use right away in your trading. I will also touch on the automated features. NinjaTrader has some great automated features as well. So thank you, everyone, for answering those questions today. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, I would like to start off right away with letting you know that NinjaTrader, as part of today's event, is doing a very special giveaway that Mike discussed. We are also offering a discount on our live license keys, which we rarely offer. So again, we're going to give away 10 NinjaTrader and Kinetic hats. We're going to give away 5 quarterly single broker leases, $180 value on each one of those. And then 2 lifetime single broker license keys, a $995 value, be a lifetime license holder, which includes all upgrades and enhancements to the software. And then towards the end as well, we do have, again, a special discount I'm going to talk to you about at the end today. So you definitely want to stick around till the end. We have some great offers, discounts for you, and hopefully you'll win today. We're going to have a lot of winners in today's webinar, so we're very excited about that. All right, and we got a comment in there, cool hat. One question here from Al. Any chance you can extend the menu bar to include drawing tools? That's a great suggestion, Al. And I know that that is on our developments list for the future, so I definitely think that's an item they want to include in NinjaTrader, and hopefully they'll be able to include that in an upcoming release of the software. Our development team is always working to improve the software. I'll talk about that a little bit more when we talk about the background of NinjaTrader here today as well. So great question, and hopefully they can get that included. You can also write into support@ninjatrader.com and ask for the number. We have a tracking number for all of these suggestions. Okay, so let's go over what we're going to cover in today's event. We have about an hour here. So we're going to go over a brief discussion of NinjaTrader, basically how NinjaTrader started, just some key topics on what NinjaTrader is. Next, we're going to get into some of the great and award-winning features of NinjaTrader. You're going to see how to use, first off, market replay data. It's absolutely free. You can record live market data or download it. I'll talk about that later where you can play and practice on your trading. We'll also cover ChartTrader, how to place and manage trades in your chart. We'll be discussing ATM strategies, advanced trade management strategies, which allow you to predefine your targets and stops. It's a great feature. Once you know about the ATM strategies, I'll take you into a couple of techniques that are good to know. You can bracket the market for breakouts or play the range. So I want to show you that so you can use that technique in your trading or sim trading right away. And then we'll get into the charting and indicators. NinjaTrader has powerful award-winning charts, hundreds of indicators, and hundreds of indicators to download off of our support forum that are created by users like you. And then again, we'll get into the discount and the giveaway towards the end of today's presentation. So as the questions come in, I will be pausing between sections to answer those questions, so we'll try to do that between each slide. So we have a question from Ted. Can one upgrade single broker from single broker lifetime to multi-broker? Yes, Ted, you can upgrade only for the difference between those 2 license keys, and I've actually got that as part of our special offer for you today. So definitely stick around, Ted. Todd says, what makes NinjaTrader better than other platforms? Todd, that's a great question. I think that's kind of what my whole presentation is about today. What I ask you to do is take a look at these features. I don't think that you'll see these features in other platforms. We have some great, amazing features for you. And then at the end, if you have any specific questions on features, we'll be more than happy to take that for you. All right, one more question. We'll keep moving along here. Do you have any idea of when NinjaTrader 8, the new generation, will be released? Edmund, great question. Unfortunately, I don't. Our development team is still just working hard on that. Our development team basically works, make sure it is exactly the way they want it before they set any date. So I know they don't have any dates set, but if you look at the past releases of NinjaTrader, it's been about 2 years or so between versions. So that might be a good starting point. Of course, we have no set date yet, so nowhere to look between that. Okay, excellent. So let's keep moving along here. Okay, so this first slide, or the next slide here, is a little bit about NinjaTrader. So NinjaTrader is absolutely free to download. As you'll see today, I'll take you through advanced charting. We'll do some analytics, even talk about automated system development. And you can trade futures, forex, and equities with NinjaTrader to any of our hundreds of supported brokers around the world. I'll be showing you some of these great tools today. Again, discretionary traders, advanced trade management, strategy traders, and even if you want to get into your own programming with C#, you can do that in NinjaTrader as well. Now, a little bit of background on NinjaTrader. A lot of people don't know how NinjaTrader formed. NinjaTrader was formed at the end of about 2003 by our CEO, Raymond Day. Ray was a successful trader at the time, but he wasn't happy with the trading software available in the market. Namely, he wanted the ability to properly and efficiently manage his trades. He decided to create his own software, which allowed him to predefine where his targets and stops are placed before he placed the trade, along with his auto trailing stops and auto break-even stops. This was the birth of what we call today ATM strategies. NinjaTrader has come leaps and bounds since then into a full end-to-end trading platform for any trader to take advantage of the market, whether you're a new trader or you're a seasoned veteran. So NinjaTrader is truly a platform built for traders by traders, and almost all the features of the software were implemented from suggestions from traders like you. So once again, you can send in any suggestions you want to the software to support@ninjatrader.com. And our development team is great about seeing if those can be added to the software. And as you'll see today, the features I'm showing you were implemented from suggestions as well. Now, NinjaTrader has also put together a data feed provider called Kinetic. As you can see, it's NinjaTrader's preferred data feed provider for traders who are wanting an extra data feed, didn't have quite the data they needed through their broker, and that's why NinjaTrader put together Kinetic, which provides fast, unfiltered data. What's great about Kinetic is it provides free end-of-day data for 10 years for your stocks, futures, forex, even ETFs and indices and market metrics like the tick and trend. You get that all absolutely free, built into NinjaTrader. You can use it as a primary data feed or backup to your broker, which is great, and live data packages start as low as $50 a month. You can also qualify for what we call the CME exchange fee waiver. CME will waive all their exchange fees to qualified traders, which allows you to get $304 per month in data absolutely free. So visit kinetic.com. I think you can, I'm not sure if you can see that. Yep, you should see the website at the bottom, kinetic.com. For more information on the CME waiver and how you can save money on your data today. All right, let me take a look at the questions here. Bracket order button, not OCO, is really missing on the dome. Any plans? Okay, Al, that's a great question. Al, I'm not personally aware of any plans, but like I said, we have so many plans in the works. What I would do, Al, is send that exact question to support@ninjatrader.com, and we can see if there's developments working on anything like that, if we've had that suggestion before. Delphine asks, can we get some data such as level 2, total view, time and sells as well for intraday? Absolutely, Delphine. Again, you can sign up with Kinetic. Unfortunately, there's no free source of intraday data, so you do have to either use your broker's data. So if you have a brokerage account, many times you get your data through your broker, or you can sign up with a data provider such as Kinetic. And Delphine, email us, sales@ninjatrader.com, and we will work one-on-one with you to make sure you get set up. All right, last question. We'll move along. What about chart margin tabs for time intervals and symbols instead of having multiple charts up, which is less CPU intensive? What's the current workaround for this? Peter, I'll have to look at your question here. I'm not sure exactly what you mean. I'm going to show you how to use multiple instruments and multiple time intervals in one chart today, Peter. So let me know when we get in the charting if that's what you're looking for. Okay, so I'm going to stop at Peter's question and keep moving along here for a little bit, and I'll come back and try to get to your questions as well. So we're going to start off today, like I said, with the market replay data. And I have a slide here for each item, and I do want to let you know I'll be going into the live software as well, so you can take a look at exactly how this works. So with market replay data, it allows you to learn at your own pace. You can start it up at any time of the day, trade on the weekends, maybe after work, and it's a great resource to day trade. Maybe you had a bad day trading. You want to trade that day over. Practice your entries and exits again on that data. So it is truly live data that's recorded, you can download that data, record it yourself, and then replay it anytime you would like. You can also fast forward it, pause it, rewind, and do all of your trading over and over again. Again, we do offer downloadable replay data as well, and you can also replay, if you download several days, replay multiple days all together, so you don't have to replay just one day at a time. So what I'm going to do here is just fade my screen to white, and we'll bring up the NinjaTrader Control Center. So we're first going to talk about market replay. I want to show you the two ways to retrieve or get market replay data. Okay, so very important. Remember, there are two ways to get market replay data. The first way is to record the data yourself. Now, in order to do that, you do need access to live data. Okay, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment, how to record live data. The second way is to download data from our server, the NinjaTrader servers. So again, two ways to get market replay data: download or record your live data. So first, let's talk about recording live data. Right now, you can see I'm connected to Kinetic, and you can see the bid and ask coming through here for oil, just in my control center, the first window you see when you open NinjaTrader. We'll get into the charting and other items later. So what we're going to do is come up to our Tools menu, and we're going to come down to the Options. And in the Options, what we need to do is turn on an option so that we can start recording live data that comes into NinjaTrader. So now that we have the Options tab open, you want to come over to the Data tab in the Options menu. And in the lower left, you're going to see an option called Record for Market Replay. Once you check this item and then click OK, NinjaTrader is going to automatically download any live data that comes into the software into any open windows you have, except for the control center in the background. So you do need to open a window to record live data. So if I was doing this, I would click on Record for Market Replay and then click OK. And maybe do this before the market opens so that way you can record the whole day. And then you can open up any window by going to File, New, and you'll see the windows here. And any instrument coming into that window will be recorded. Now, we recommend the Market Analyzer window, so I'll click on the Market Analyzer here. And the reason we recommend the Market Analyzer is because you can input more than one instrument into the Market Analyzer. So here's the Market Analyzer. It allows you to keep a list of instruments. You can just double left click here under the instrument name and then type in an instrument that you want. For example, the ES0612, which is the E-mini S&P 500 futures contract. So I can put in that instrument. Whoops, might have an extra space there. So type in any instrument you want, and you'll see, press enter, and then you'll see the data loaded in. So I can put a stock in here, AAPL, for example, Apple, and then a currency, EUR, USD, and there you see it's easy as that to add instruments. Now that the instruments are added, the live data is being recorded from these instruments. Now the market's closed right now, so we don't see a lot of ticks coming through or in after hours. So you'll see a yellow highlight here when we get a tick coming through, but all of that is being recorded, which we can later connect to for market replay. So again, we recommend the Market Analyzer window for use with the market replay to record your data. So you can list as many instruments as you want. It's going to record all of that data for you. Now the market replay also records all markets and plays those all back at the same time, so you can literally play back an entire market, not just one instrument at a time. And you'll see that when we get into the market replay, replaying that data back. Now the Market Analyzer has a lot of great features to it. You can right click here, come into the columns, add in more columns. You can add an entire instrument list. So if I want to record, for example, the Dow 30, I would add the Dow 30, and then you see it will start recording once I get that live data coming in. Also, if you want to learn more about any window that I'm showing today, you want to press your F1 key to bring up the help guide, and that allows you to come into the help guide here on the section you were looking at, and then you can look at all these great items. We also have videos you can use to easily learn all the features in NinjaTrader. On top of this, I'll be talking about a little bit later, we do have NinjaTrader YouTube channel for great educational materials. All of our webinars and tips and tricks are recorded on the NinjaTrader YouTube channel. And perhaps Wesley, you can put that link in for everyone. And then you can also view our live webinars as well. At NinjaTrader.com, we've got a webinars button that you can click on for live webinars. We hold about 4 to 5 of those a day to learn great features here on the Market Analyzer as well as other windows. Okay, so I see we had a lot of questions come in here, so let me take a moment to pause those. Jack asks, is Kinetic faster than CQG, or can you say? Jack, we don't have any measurements comparing the two. You just want to know that Kinetic is fast, unfiltered data. So I would say they're very comparable. Dan says, oh, okay, great. Thanks, Dan. Yep, we'll try to get through just a couple questions here so that it's recorded in the webinar. FXCM is currently in the last-minute stages of being added. There is, it is being tested right now, the connection. It's in a beta testing. I can say that. If you want more information, just email us to sales@ninjatrader.com. Peter, yes, Kinetic provides bid-ask tick volume. Okay, excellent. So let me just make sure. Get some good comments in there. Wonderful. Okay, here's a good comment. Market Replay only allows one day to be downloaded at a time. Nolan, good comment there. And I know our development team, that's another item they're looking at to allow people to download more than one day at a time. And it's just a limitation hardware-wise as far as there's so many traders downloading data that the development team did have to limit it so the servers didn't get clogged up. Okay, wonderful. So let's keep moving along here. I think I got to most of the questions here. I see one from David. Can Ninja 7 Market Analyzer record volume, bid, and ask volume separately as well? David, it will record with Market Replay all the incoming tick data. So it does record the volume and the incoming ticks. So it will do that, absolutely. And David, as far as bid and ask volume, you can do bid and ask charts. However, I'm not sure on the bid and ask volume, David. You'll definitely send us an email to support just to clarify on that, but a good question. Okay, so let's keep moving along here a little bit, and again, I'll try to get to everyone's questions. So we just showed you how to, or I just showed you how to record live data. Next, let me show you how to download data. If you don't have a live data source, that's okay. What I'm going to do is X out of the Market Analyzer, and I do need to come back into that tools options data and uncheck the record for Market Replay. If you do decide to download your own data, you do need to uncheck this and click OK. Now, to download your own data, you want to come to File, Utilities, and there's an option here called Download Replay Data. So this is great if you're a new trader, never tried NinjaTrader. Go ahead and download your own data, replay even today's data or yesterday's data, whatever you'd like, and download it and replay on that data. Now, since NinjaTrader does provide this data on its server, and just due to server limitations, we only provide replay data for the most common futures instruments. So we've got the futures indices on there, the ES, NQYM, TF. We've also got many popular commodities on there like oil. Oil, so all the popular futures instruments. So try out a download, and you'll get that download. It'll let you know if it's downloading. I'll show you how to do that here. Now, of course, we're always trying to upgrade our server so we can download more or record more data to provide to you, but at least this way you can start out absolutely free. So if I were to download some data, I could come to my download replay data and select an instrument. We'll select the ES here, 0612, and then I'd select a date to download. So you can even choose up to today's date, and it will download up till, I think, about the current minute if you'd like to. We'll go ahead and download. We can download today's data here. We'll put in 6-7, and then you get the option to choose between L1 and L2. L1 stands for level 1 data. L2 stands for level 2 data. Okay, so we'll just do level 1 data for now and click OK. If you do choose level 2 data, that's your market depth. So it will take a little bit longer to download, as that's just more information. It's about 5 levels of depth that you're downloading, but you can use that in the level 2 window we've got in the Superdome. So you can use that level 2 window if you like to look at that. So now in the lower right hand corner you can see we're downloading level 1 replay data on the ES 0612, and depending on the instrument, how much it trades, it will take a little bit of time to download that data, but the ES is probably one of the most liquid, and it only takes under a minute here. I would say maybe 30 seconds to download, so you'll see that finish. Now, we're going to get into the chart and here in a moment. So what we'll do is I'll open a quick chart here, and I'll go over this again, but File, New Chart. And I'm just going to open up an ES chart quickly for you. And then we'll take a look at this replay data. So we'll open a chart here, the ES 0612. And you see that the data is done downloading in the lower right. So now what we'll do is you do need to disconnect from your live data source. So we're connected to Kinetic at the moment. What I'm going to do is go to File, Disconnect, disconnect from my live data feed. And now we're going to go to File, Connect, and I'm going to choose the Market Replay connection. So this is how you connect to your data, your Market Replay data, after you've either downloaded it or recorded it live. All right, so here we go. We're now connected to replay, as you can see in the lower left. And let me bring the chart over here. So we've got the chart. And then you'll also see this window called, I call it the replay controller here. This shows you the day you're selected, the time, and then you can play, fast forward, and pause the data. So the easiest way to use this, I think, is to right-click in this window and choose Go To. The available data option will show you all your recorded data, but let's choose Go To, and it's going to allow us to choose a specific date and time to start our replay. So let's choose today, 6/7, and then I'm going to choose the market open. This is based on your local time. So I'm located here in Denver, Colorado, at the NinjaTrader office, and so that would be 7:30 a.m. my time or 9:30 a.m. Eastern New York time. So we'll click OK. And now Market Replay is loading me exactly to today's open. So here we go. Our chart is loaded to the open. Any other windows you use will load to the open. And I'm going to go to File, New, and open a Time and Sales window as well. Just a simple Time and Sales window. It will show you the trades that have gone through. And you can right-click and choose your instrument. And we'll go through more of these windows a little bit later. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll click on the play button. This starts playing back at normal speed. And so you can see the time there, 7:30 and 5 seconds, so from this morning, and then the ticks come through just like they did during today's market. And all features will now work with the Market Replay, and I'll show you that in a little bit. We'll do some trading on the chart. Now with Market Replay, you can also increase this playback speed. Click on this fast forward button here, and you see we can go all the way up to 500 times playback speed. So you see we've got 1 minute bars on there. We can switch over to 3 minute. You can actually use any bar types you want because it's recorded at a tick level. So you can use your tick, range, volume, any bar types you want. So there's 3 minute bars, and they're just kind of flying through there at 500 times speed. Okay, and again, that's going to play through up until just a few minutes ago. So Market Replay, a great feature to start using in NinjaTrader. So what we'll do now is let's come back to my slideshow. And again, that was the Market Replay feature. Great feature to use. So next, as you can see, we're going to talk about the chart and NinjaTrader. But we'll pause just for 1 minute here to let me see if I can get to some questions as well. Okay, let's see. Kevin says you only record the data starting the time when you start the Market Analyzer. That's correct, Kevin. The moment you open a window other than the Control Center, Kevin, is when it starts recording. So you can actually have a chart, a Superdome, or we recommend the Market Analyzer. So it's very important. We do recommend the Market Analyzer record your data. And then it stops at the time when you close the window or if you close the platform, Kevin. So it will stop recording whenever you disconnect from your data provider or, yes, when you close those windows. Good question. Okay, John says, regarding the download, how do you change the default for the name to a specific instrument? John, that's a great question. Let me see if I can bring that up for you just very quickly here. If you go to File, Utilities, Download Replay Data, oh, I need to disconnect from my Market Replay. So I'm back at Download Replay. The question here is, how do we get a specific instrument? You can do that. John, good question. Come to the type, and actually, instead of these lists, At the top are actually your instrument lists, which you can configure. Come down to the type of instrument you want. So for example, if you want, let's just do oil, CL, you would choose a future, and then you would type in the name here, CL, and then choose the front month over to the right. And that's how you choose a specific instrument. So choose the type down below from the 4 types, and then just type in the name and the front month if it's a futures instrument. Okay, good question. All right, see if I can get a couple more questions and we'll keep moving on. Let's see, Jack, you can use NinjaTrader for futures, stocks, and Forex. Absolutely. I think we do have the most futures traders. Absolutely. Since we were originally started just for futures trading. Good question. Okay, Matt says, market analyzer, can you remove all the instruments in one go rather than one at a time? Matt, unfortunately you can't. You'd have to just close your market analyzer and open a new one is the quickest way to do that. You can save your settings by right-clicking, save it as a template. That way you can just open a new one, but you do only delete one at a time. You can add many at a time using your instrument list. Todd, yes, you can backtest recorded data you play through to do your testing on that. We'll do that here in a moment. Todd, but backtesting is something different, which I'll talk about a little bit later. Okay, excellent. Some great comments. Jack says allows them to practice on the weekends. That's exactly what it's for. 10 levels of depth, Jim, you're right, is currently not supported. I don't know if that's something they're trying to do in the future. I would think so, Jim, but email us to support. We can look into that for you. Difference between level 1 and level 2 data, good question. Level 1 is just the current or the best ask and bid price, so it's only one level. Level 2 is your depth, so that goes down 5 different levels of ask and bid. Okay, great. Okay, just looking through these questions, see if I can get to some more here. Yes, the replay data does remain on your computer and can be accessed later, absolutely. You can always back up that data, move it to files to store it. So Al, if you have any questions on that, let us know. We can help you out. Okay, now we get a question on ChartTrader. So let's move into ChartTrader next. So I'm going to pause here with Peter's question and we'll come back to that. So next we're going to trade directly off the chart using ChartTrader. What's great about ChartTrader is you don't have to open up another window to place your trades like you do in a lot of other platforms. You can react right away to any changes in your indicators, the price action itself. And what I like about ChartTrader is you can line up your orders right with the price action. As you see here in the screenshot, we can line up orders wherever we would like to. You can immediately modify, cancel your orders, and of course manage your position in the ChartTrader window. So it is a full order entry window. So now what we'll do is bring up the ChartTrader. Again, if you have your chart, by go to File, New Chart, we can now select ChartTrader. To enable ChartTrader, you want to click on this button at the top of your chart that says ChartTrader here. It's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th item from the right. And you'll see ChartTrader appear over on the right-hand side of your chart. Now we can start trading. Now let me get connected here to one of our data sources. Let's go ahead and we'll go to File, Connect. And I'm going to connect to Market Replay again so that you can take a look at how you can use Market Replay here in your trading. Okay, we did disconnect to that from that earlier, so again, I'm going to come to today, 6/7 at 7:30 a.m., come to the open this morning. Okay, so now we have connected to Market Replay. Now we can practice trading in our chart. So we can click play here and let this play through. Now, ChartTrader on the right allows you to quickly enter and exit your position. So we have what we call the quick order entry buttons at the top. We've got our buy and sell market buttons that quickly submit buy or sell market orders. I'll click on buy market here. There you go. Oh, it's filled. You see this nice tan average entry price line. Shows you where you entered the market. Shows your unrealized profit and loss and how many units you're long or short. So again, I just use the buy market button. I could use the sell market to exit that position if I want. Now moving down, we've got 4 buttons I think are very handy. These are the ask and bid buttons. These allow you to place a limit order very quickly at the current ask or bid price. So for example, if I want to scale into this and I want to enter another order at the bid, I'll click buy bid. And you see that pending order in the chart. It's going to rest there until filled. So it's a quick way to enter a limit order at the current ask or bid price. And there you go, we were filled and now we're long 2 contracts. Now moving down, we've got the REB and close button. REB stands for reverse. Reverse will first of all close any or cancel any pending orders. It will then close out of your current position and then enter you into the opposite position. So if I click reverse right now, you hear reversing position, and now we've got, we're short now 2 contracts. See, it's gone red, so we closed out of that long, and now we're short. It's a great tool if you think the market is going to reverse on you. You can click that, and it will enter, it will do all of those actions within a fraction of a second. So much quicker than you can do by trying to close it yourself and then entering a new order. And then the close button allows you to close out of a position and cancel all your pending orders. So we click close, and we're closed out of that position. Down below you'll see your open position information, whether you're long or short, how many units, your entry, and your profit and loss. Down below that you'll see the account drop-down menu where you can choose your account to trade into. If you have purchased or leased a live NinjaTrader license key, you'll be able to select your live account. And once again, a reminder, stick around. We've got giveaways of live NinjaTrader license keys, hats, as well as discounts for you as well. So if you don't currently have a live license key, stick around for free giveaways as well as discounts. Over to the right, we've got the order quantity we're trading. Then down below that, the ATM strategy and the current ask and bid price. Now, to place your limit and stop orders, you simply right-click in the chart at the price you want to place your limit or stop order. So, for example, I'll right-click here at 13.30, and then I can enter a sell limit, buy stop, or buy stop limit. So I'll click sell limit, and you see the orders pending in the chart. What's great about ChartTrader is it's perfect for new traders because it only gives you the valid orders for the side of the market you're placing the order on. What I mean by that is if I right-click up above the price, I don't see an option here for a buy limit order, right? You don't see buy limit here, and that's because if you place a buy limit order above where the market's trading, you're just going to get filled as a market order. Okay, so it's great for new traders. It only gives you the valid trades or order types for the side of the market you're placing your order on. Now, once you place your order, you can modify it. You can cancel it using the red X. Just left-click here on the red X to cancel that order. The far left, you can modify the quantity. You just click on the order quantity, and you can increase or decrease your contracts or units. And then you can modify the price. So pay attention here. To modify the price, we use a click and click method. Okay? Click and click. We do not use click and drag. So again, very important there. You want to left-click once on your price flag, bring your mouse to where you want to modify the order to, and then left-click again. So I'll left-click here, bring the limit down. I can move the limit order up. So again, very important, click and click method. Okay? Click and click. So click once and then click twice. And that's how you modify prices in your ChartTrader. Okay, so next we're going to get into what we call ATM strategies in a moment, and that is where you set up your strategy. So right now I'm short, but I don't have any targets or stops. I would have to manually manage this position, but NinjaTrader's developed ATM strategies to do that for you. We're going to talk about that next. So let's see if we have questions while I have the ChartTrader open here. Okay, we have a lot of questions, so give me just one moment. I'll try to get through as many of these as we can. Okay. These features are available in any free version of NinjaTrader. You can use these features if you download it from our website. You can combine and separate your target orders. You right-click, Peter, in your ChartTrader when you have a strategy running, and I'll show you that when we get the ATM strategy there. Michael asks, is there an auto spreader functionality? Michael, do you mean that, an indicator that determines the spread between two instruments? Yes, that's a custom indicator I'll be talking about. You can find that later on our support forum. Colin, you can store replay data as long as you would like. It's on your computer, so it's up to you if you want to delete or save that. Okay, John, for your question, unfortunately you can't get it to permanently hold one instrument on the download. You have to choose it every time. But John, that sounds like a great suggestion if you want to email that to us. Okay, yes, you can use ChartTrader in the free version. Colt says chart trader is a real gain. Excellent, Colt. Is it possible to close half your position? Yes, David. We'll set that up as an ATM strategy. How do you get rid of the text? Tom, good question. If you don't want these order, we call these execution markers in the chart, right-click, select your data series window, very important window. Again, that's the data series window, and then you come down under plot executions on the right, and then you can choose to do not plot or markers only. So I'll choose do not plot, and it's going to take those markers off of the chart for me, and there we go. Okay, Jack says for live trading version. Sorry, Jack, if you could retype your whole question, we'll get that answer for you. I don't remember the last part there. David says, what's the difference between close and flat? Good question, David. Close only closes the current position or the current strategy in this window, only this window. We do have in the control center a flatten everything, and the flatten everything will close all positions across all accounts. Now, also, you may be referring to, let me click close here. This says flat here. This is not a button. This flat right here means that you are not in a position. You're not long or short, so you're flat. You don't have any positions on right now in this window. Okay, great. Ward, good question. If you record data for market replay, does it record the orders during your while you're recording? No, it doesn't, Ward. So it doesn't record your orders during the live market, just the data. So you can go back and place your trades. Okay, can you adjust before entering if your mouse isn't quite where you want it? Ted, no, but you adjust your trades after you enter. For example, if you right-click, place a sell limit, you just quickly adjust that to wherever you would like. So it's really quite a fast order entry window. For example, buy limit, I would just right-click, select buy limit, and then I can quickly move that up and down wherever I would like. Okay, so let me pause right there. I apologize, everyone. We have a ton of questions. Trying to get through all of those, but we do have a limited time today. So I will attempt to start right back where we were before, and I will go through the rest of those questions. Again, Wesley's getting to a lot of those questions for you, so thanks again, Wesley. Okay, so coming back now, again, we're going to talk next about Advanced Trade Management, or ATM. So when I say ATM, that stands for Advanced Trade Management. So something important to remember. And this is what I talked about when our CEO developed the software. This was what he mainly set out to develop. ATM strategies, or Advanced Trade Management strategies, allow you to predefine where your targets and stops are before you place the trade. And that idea alone really helps you out because you don't no longer have to manage the trade. You just have to focus on where you're entering. A lot of educators say it's your entry that matters, not your exit. So you want to concentrate on your entry. Don't worry about how your trade's going to be managed because you're going to set that up beforehand. Now, some great features you can add on to that, as you can see here. Auto break even, auto trailing stops, which I'll show you, as well as simulated stop orders, getting a little bit more advanced. We do have advanced options, shadow strategies. If you get into our seminars, you can learn more about our advanced options. You can also use OCO orders, which I'm going to show you today as well, to create brackets around the market for powerful breakout or range-based techniques. So some great material I'm showing you next. You definitely want to take some notes here on this next item. So now what we're going to do is let's come back to our chart. And again, this is replaying today's data. Let's now set up our own targets and stops using ATM or Advanced Trade Management. You want to click on the button here next to where it says ATM Strategy in the Chart Trader. And this brings up our ATM Strategy window where we can now build our strategy. In the upper right, you want to enter the order quantity. Let me pause for a moment and just say I'm going to go through a quick demo here because we do have these videos again on the NinjaTrader YouTube channel, and we have free seminars on this, hour-long seminars where you can learn tons of information every day. So I'm going to give you a quick demo here on this so you can see what ATM strategies are all about. So again, we're going to set up our order quantity. Let's say I trade 3 contracts. Now moving down, I choose the TIF. That stands for Time in Force. Day or good till canceled order. You choose whichever you prefer. And then moving down, we've got the ATM strategy selection. And this is where you choose any old strategies you may have. To create a new strategy, click on the custom item, and that allows you to build a new strategy down below. It opens up the parameters. So now what we're going to do is we're going to set how many targets we want. So you can set 1, 2, or 3 target strategy. So I'm going to click on 3 targets. And now we're going to set our order quantity. So how many contracts do I want per target? Or if you trade shares, think about this as shares. Maybe this is 300 shares. We're going to split this up into 1, 1, and 1, right? So 1 contract per target here. Next, we need to set the values for our stop loss and profit targets. You set these as a number of ticks away from your average entry price. So if you're not familiar with ticks, ticks is the smallest increment of movement for your instrument. So for example, equities traders, a tick is 1 penny. So you set this up as pennies. If you want a dollar stop, you enter 100. Forex traders, this is pips. So right now, let's start off with a stop loss of, let's say, 10 for our first stop, and our first target I'll set to 10 as well. So as easy as that, we've got our first target set up. Now let's go to our second target. You can have that at the same value or a greater value. So we can have a stop loss at 12. I'll split those up just for fun here. And then we'll have a target at maybe 15. And then for our third target, let's have a stop loss of 14 and then a profit target of, we'll just put in 25. So it's totally up to you what you want to set your losses and target orders to. Okay, so again, when I click buy now, once we save this, it would place my targets and stops. Now let's take it a step further. Let me show you that you can add both an auto break-even and auto trailing stop. So in the stop strategy drop-down menu, you want to come down and choose custom. This allows you to build a new template for what we call the stop strategy. Okay, again, we're in the stop strategy window right now. And the first item you set up in the stop strategy is the auto break-even. Okay, so I'll repeat that. The first item you set up is the auto break-even in your stop strategy. So we're going to start with the auto break-even, and we're going to choose at how many ticks in profit do we want when our stop moves to break-even. So let's have that occur when our first target gets hit at 10 ticks. So I'll choose 10 here. Over to the right, we have the +0, and this is if you want to offset your break-even. If you leave it at 0, it goes exactly to your average entry price. But I'm going to put +1 here to so that I can cover 1 tick in commission in case I'm stopped out to cover my commission costs. Okay, so now when I hit 10 ticks, my stops are going to move to break even. Now moving down, we can also set up an auto trailing stop to further protect us as we get into more and more profit. Okay, so what we're going to do is come under profit trigger here. And let's discuss when we want to, or let's decide when we want to set up our auto trail. When do we want it to start? Let's have it start at 15 ticks. So when our second target gets hit. Now under stop loss, you want to input the number of ticks away from the current price where you want your auto trail placed, your stop. So for example, this is just the size of your stop. Let's say 10 ticks. So it's going to trail behind by 10 ticks. And then the frequency is how often you'd like that updated. So let's have that update. Every 3 ticks it's going to update. Now I'm going to mention a little bit more advanced option here. For those of you that like to auto tighten your auto trail, you can use these additional steps. So for example, I'm going to use a 3-step here. I'll just give you a quick example. Let's say I get all the way up to 20 ticks in profit. I want my stop loss to move to 5 ticks behind and update every 2 ticks. Now, for some reason, if I choose to move my third target, which is at 25, if I choose to move that up, let's say I get to 25, I want to move my stop loss to 1 tick behind, so basically it's going to bring it to the bid. I'm just asking for a stop out at that point, and then the frequency I'll set to 1 as well. So if you imagine this, it's going to automatically tighten your stop from more wide to more tight of a stop, trailing the market. Okay, so what we're going to do now that we have that set up, we're going to right-click and save it by choosing Manage Stop Strategy Template. We're going to call this our Big Mike Stop. Okay, so we'll click Save and we'll click OK. So now we can apply that strategy to all 3 of our sets of targets and stops. So that way all of our stops move together. Okay, we've got them all set up, and now we're going to right-click and save our strategy. Right-click and select Manage ATM Strategy Template, and we'll call this Big Mike Strategy. Okay, there we go, and we'll click Save and OK. All right, so now we've got that strategy saved here, Big Mike Strategy. We'll click on that, and now any orders that we submit into the chart will have this strategy attached to them. So let's say I want to go long here. I'll click Buy Market. There you go. I was just filled long 3 contracts. So notice immediately your targets and stops are sent to the exchange if you're trading live. And so you see there's 6 orders submitted within a fraction of a second. A lot of traders talk about high-frequency trading. This is NinjaTrader's tool to help you compete against those high-frequency traders. There are just 6 trades placed there within a fraction of a second. Okay, and of course you can move your targets and stops around if you would like to. We can move our targets up, our stops, and then using market replay we can fast forward this so we don't have to sit through, the slow market times here. And we can see what happens in the market if we get our stops or targets filled. So there we go. That one unfortunately hit our stop. So let's try again here. We'll click Buy Market. Let's see if we get up to our target. So there we go. We actually had our Target 1 and Target 2 filled there very quickly. Looks like I, just by chance, got a really good entry there on that last bar. All right, that's what's great about market replay. We can fast forward, pause, replay our trades. So I got the entry there. It hit our target, and notice the stop is already moved up. And it's actually already in auto trailing. So we fast forward here. There we go. You just heard that cash register sound. That lets you know your stop automatically moved up. Let's move our target up here. Let's go for a little bit higher. And you can see that the auto trail, if it doesn't get hit, it's going to tighten up. There you go. Notice it's much closer to the market because we set up a tightening auto trail. A great feature in NinjaTrader to protect your profits. So we'll speed this up here as we're going along in our strategy. We're just sitting back relaxing, right? You don't have to manage your trades. You can just sit back, and there we go. It hit our trailing stop, but we came out with a nice profit on that trade. So that's a real power in using ChartTrader combined with your ATM strategies. Okay, so let's see if I can get to a couple more questions here. All right, let's see. Coming down. Okay, here's a question from Chris, and I apologize if I missed your question. Feel free to type it in again. We got a lot of questions. Do ATMs only work with licensed version of NinjaTrader? No, Chris, you can use it with the free license key or the pay license key. So I guess you need a license for NinjaTrader, but you can use that with any license, with the free license key from our website and the live license key. Todd, multiple charts on one screen? Absolutely. You can open as many charts as you want in NinjaTrader. You just go to File, New Chart as many times as you'd like. And I'm going to get into the charts here a little bit more detail in just a moment. And you see I've got another chart open. You can resize it. So if I wanted to, I could put 12 small charts on this window. So you can see it's really up to you. NinjaTrader lets the user choose exactly how to set up your workspace is what we call it. Rodrigo, does one need a data source to use Market Replay? Rodrigo, to record it live you do, but you can download it for free from our server. Remember, the 2 ways to get Market Replay is record it off your live data if you already have live data, or download it from our server. Okay, looks like the audio is fine, so for that person you can raise the audio. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we have an ATM question here. What I want to do now is show you a great technique for breakouts before I know some of you have to get going. But what we're going to do is let me show the breakouts, and we're going to do that free giveaway as well here coming up soon. So let me come back to this window. And for this scenario, I always like to say or pretend like there's some big news coming out. Maybe the market's just been going sideways and you're waiting for some big news to come out. And you want to catch the breakout. So for this example, let's just pretend, I'm going to use one of the great drawing tools here. NinjaTrader has a lot of those available. Let's just pretend the market's in a range. And I'm just going to just draw a rectangle here and pretend that's our range. And we want to catch the range. If it breaks above or below this box, we want to catch the breakout. I'm going to show you how to set this up beforehand with your ATM strategy so that you can just sit back, relax, wait for that news to come out, and know that your strategy will be automatically managed for you. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to right-click in our ChartTrader, and we're going to talk about a new item here called OCO order. OCO stands for One Cancels Other. Again, OCO stands for One Cancels Other. And if I click on that, you'll see this green OCO box appear. That lets us know we're now in OCO mode, or One Cancels Other mode. The reason we turn that on is because now if we enter a couple trades, they're going to be part of an OCO group. If one gets triggered, the other will be automatically canceled. That way we don't have to worry about canceling our orders. And I'll show you what I mean through this example. So once you turn on OCO, you want to choose your strategy you want to use. So I chose the Big Mike strategy here. And now we're going to place stop orders above and below this range, okay? So I'm using stop orders. So to place a stop, remember we're going to right-click, and then we'll insert or select our buy stop. And there we go. We got the buy stop up above. Now, there's a little trick at this point. After you insert your first order, you do have to reselect your template, your ATM template, or else you'll get an error message because NinjaTrader thinks you're trying to exit this order. So if I come down below and right-click and select a sell stop, I get an error message. NinjaTrader is saying, why are you trying to exit this position you're not even filled on? So again, the trick is to reselect your template from your ATM menu, and now we can submit a sell stop. So we, in fact, have two working strategies here. If either of these gets filled, it will enable that strategy. Okay, the last thing you want to do is turn off OCO. So we're going to right-click and uncheck OCO. The reason we uncheck OCO is because we don't want any other orders to interfere and accidentally cancel these orders. So these two are now part of an OCO group. It's closed, so no other orders can interfere. All right, so now with market replay, let's go ahead and fast forward this, see if we get a breakout here. There we go. So it quickly broke down below our little range here. Notice that the buy stop up above was automatically canceled. That's the OCO feature coming into play, the one cancels other feature. So now we don't have to worry about that order sitting up there. On top of that, when that news came out, in our example, let's say news was released, NinjaTrader submitted your ATM strategy targets and stops within a fraction of a second, which is so important when you're trading news, right? Traders trying to do this manually are just getting hurt. It's tough to trade the news manually, trying to move your orders around so quickly. So this way, you choose your entry, bracket the market, and then just let the ATM take care of it, and we'll let this play out. I don't know if it hits our targets or stops. So there you go. Hit one target and then hit a trailing stop. And that's the power in those ATM strategies. Now, next, before I get to more questions, what if you want to do the reverse of that? What if you want to, and let's come back here. Since I know this is going to bounce here, if I click my middle mouse button, it shows us the price. The high is at 1324.25. So let's reverse. I'm going to right-click and select Go To, and we'll go to, we're going to go to, what time is this? 8:27. So I'm going to right-click, select Go To. I'm going to come back to 8:27, which is why I love the market replay. And we're going to pretend like we want to not play the breakout, but we want to play the range. Okay? So in this example, let's pretend like the market's ranging. Market does that all the time. And we want to play this range. So instead of the breakout, we think the market's going to stay inside of this box. How can we play that? You're going to do the same setup last time, but we're going to use limit orders instead of stop orders. Okay, so again, I'm going to turn on OCO, select my strategy, right-click and place a limit order up here at the top of my range, 1324, a sell limit order. Remember to reselect your ATM template, come down to the bottom of the range, place a buy limit order. So now I've got a range bracket. A lot of traders I think don't think about this. This is why I like to show this. And then you can turn off the OCO to close this OCO group. So now we're playing the range. We're playing against those breakout traders if you want to take the other side of the trade. And now watch, if it hits either end, and there you go, it hit the top, we were filled, it canceled that other limit order, and now we've got our ATM strategy managing our position. And as you see, as we speed it up here, it manages it all the way down and hits our trailing stop. But we hit target 1 and 2, so we had a nice profit there. So two techniques you can use right away with ATM strategies to really, I hope, improve your trading. All right, let's see if we can get to some questions here. So Mary, to see the ATM strategy examples, come to our YouTube channel, and you can just set up 2 targets and set half your contracts in one target, half in the other to take half off. But again, unfortunately, I don't have time to show you all of that material. Sean asked, do all brokerages support ChartTrader in the paid version? Yes, Sean. All of our supported broker technologies do. Okay, if you place a trade, is it immediately processed? Yes, David, immediately sent to the exchange. It looks like there are some items there. You want to check with your broker there. Wesley mentioned there's the FIFO, first in, first out, you can look at as well. Robert, to open a chart, you go to File, New Chart. Christine has a good question. Is it possible to both place a buy and sell on the same instrument? Yes, Christine. Another feature we show you is how to go long and short. Unfortunately, that's not part of this webinar, but come to our ATM Level 2. Other events, we have it on YouTube. You can go long and short at the same time. Absolutely. Jax is very nice. Excellent. Glad you enjoyed those features there. Okay, let's see. Unfortunately, the auto trail is not available with manually entered trades. Yes, you can overlap 2 different time periods on a chart, and that brings me into my next point or next topic as well. So let's get into that. So yes, Sunil, yes, you can do that. So what we're going to do now is talk about the chart and the indicators here in NinjaTrader, and then we'll get into the giveaway and the free giveaway and the discount. Okay, so NinjaTrader charts are award-winning charts. We have some amazing features you won't see anywhere else, and I'll show you some of those today. Again, you can chart futures, forex, equities, your indices, market metrics. We've got great drawing tools, hundreds of indicators you can use, more that you can download. I'll show you how to do that today. You can do multi-instrument and multi-time series analysis. You can mix and match. You can get as complicated as you want. Let's say you want a five period moving average on a 20-minute chart. You can do that. You can combine your charts, do spread analysis, and I'll show you that here in a moment. You can customize the display of your data, check out all the data in the data box. So there are a ton of features available to you in charting, and I'll just be able to touch the surface today. Come to our charting webinars recorded at YouTube, NinjaTrader YouTube channel, or NinjaTrader.com. Just click on webinars. And we have full hour-long events, charting level 1 and level 2 webinar events for you. So let's get back to my chart here, and I want to show you some of these features live. So now we've got our chart open. I'll just click play, and we'll let the data just kind of play through here as we're playing with the chart. And actually, let's start off with the new chart here as well. I want to go through the data series window. So to open a new chart, again, you go to File, New, and then select Chart. Now, the data series window is very important. This is how you configure your instrument settings. So this is how you edit all of your instrument settings in the data series window. Again, very important, called the data series window. So what we're going to do in the data series window is you add your instrument name. You can type it up top or select from an instrument list. And we can show you how to set up an instrument list if you want to email us to support. It's in our help guide there. So let's take a look at the ES. We'll go to ES06-12. I'll press Enter, and you see that instrument's added down below. You can actually add multiple instruments, but we'll get into that in just a moment. Over to the right, we can configure all the parameters for this chart, for this instrument. So we have a lot of bar types available to you. We've got tick, volume, range, second, minute, day, week, year, month, Kagi, Renko, point and figure, and line break. So I'll leave that on a minute chart for right now. And then you can choose the value down below. Let's say we want a 5-minute chart. And then you can adjust things like the chart style, candlestick, line chart, things like that. You can adjust the colors, how much data you want to load. Right now it's loading 5 days. It's on our market replay. You can increase or decrease that. Coming down, we've got just some options for you in the chart. Again, this is all covered if you press F1 in your help guide. So now let me get into some examples for you. And again, your trade markers are at the bottom. You can select Do Not Plot, Markers, or Text and Marker. I'll set mine to Do Not Plot. Okay, so let me drag my chart over, and this does work with multiple monitors, as many monitors as you want. In fact, our CEO has, I think, 6 monitors set up right now with NinjaTrader. Okay, so here we go. We've got the chart open. We've got the chart display area in the middle, chart toolbar at the top, and you can right-click to access all of the items in the chart as well. Real quickly, you can adjust the vertical axis, drag up or down, left-click and drag. If you hold your Control key and drag up and down, it will actually adjust the vertical scale. So great features to know about. So now let me show you how to type into the chart to add instruments and change your instrument. You can type an instrument name directly into the chart. So let me type in, for example, let's change it over to Apple stock. Actually, we're on our replay data. Give me one moment. Let me switch back to our my live data source here. Since I only downloaded one instrument there, so I'm going to go to File, Disconnect from Market Replay, File, Connect to Kinetic for all of my live data. There we go. Now we can bring up just about any instrument we want. To change an instrument, just type in the instrument name into the chart and press Enter. So you see I just started typing in my open chart, AAPL, I'll press Enter, and very quickly we have Apple stock loaded. So type in any stock you want. For Forex, type the $, and then your Forex pair, Euro, US dollar, press Enter, and there we go on the Euro, US dollar. And then futures, it's the futures symbol followed by the front month. Let's take a look at the YM 0612, and press Enter. Okay, and there you go. It's going to load that data for you. So very easy to get around in the charts in NinjaTrader. Now you can add an instrument to your chart either through the data series window, right-click, select data series, and add an instrument, or you can type a plus into your chart. See there, I typed the plus, and then an instrument. So let's add the ES back, plus ES 06-12, and I'll press Enter. And there we go. We've got the ES added down below, and this is our new multi-instrument charting. So you can add many different instruments here. If I type plus, let's take a look at I don't know, oil, CL 0712. There's oil, doesn't trade the same time frames there. And then we could even add a stock here as well. How about for fun, we'll do Facebook, see how Facebook's been doing. All right, still going down. So you can see you can add as many instruments here as you want into the chart. Now to delete an instrument, you can left click on it, press delete, and delete that instrument out of the chart. So we'll come down to just 2 instruments. Now, what if I want to see the spread between these 2 instruments visually? What you can do is left-click on an instrument, drag and drop it into another panel, and you'll see it plots those both in one panel. So you can do your spread charting here. You can maybe change it to a line chart. That way it's a little bit easier to see, and you've got your quick menu up here. There's a line bar. You can change that over. I'll come back to the candlestick, and then we can grab a bar and drag it down to the bottom to separate those out. So you can mix and match your different instruments. Now another cool feature is why don't we add 2 different time frames of the same instrument. So what I'm going to do is actually let me move the YM up to the top, and I'm going to select the instrument down below, the ES. You can change an instrument by left clicking to select it and then type in the instrument you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in YM 06-12, and now I'm going to put on a 30-minute chart, 30M, press Enter. Okay, so we've got these shortcuts for the different bar types. So M is for minute, so 30M is going to bring up a 30-minute chart. R is for range, T for tick, V for volume, and so on. So I'll press Enter. So it's going to change the instrument to the YM, and it changed it to 30-minute bars very quickly. So now we've got 2 different time frames. How about overlaying these? Now, if you overlay it right now, it's not very useful. So let me show you a quick technique here. If you right-click and come into your data series window, select your larger time frame of the 2 that you're trying to overlay, and set that to a chart style called Box. What Box does, and I'm going to offset the colors a little bit, is it makes those bars larger, and it's actually a chart style created by NinjaTrader just for this purpose. So now we've got the box style. Now what we're going to do is drag this bottom one and drop it in the top panel. So we're almost there, not quite. We can also change the stacking order in your chart. To change the stacking order, left-click, hold your Shift key down, and then scroll your middle mouse wheel up and down. So now we've got, we sent that bars to the background, level 1 and level 2. So now we've got a great feature here we haven't seen in any other platforms yet. You can plot 2 different time frames within one panel. We've got the 30-minute bars in the background, the 5-minute bars in the foreground. So some great charting features you can learn. Again, we've got this recorded if you want to go over it again. Now, I do want to talk about also here indicators. So let's get an indicator added. We can right-click and select indicators. NinjaTrader's got over 100 indicators that you get when you download the software absolutely free. You see the indicator list here. You can scroll through. So let's just add an indicator. To add an indicator, left-click on it. I'm going to left-click on the MACD and click on New. and you see the MACD added in the lower left. You can then adjust all the parameters of that indicator over to the right. Lots of great features here. You can adjust the colors down below, but let me just add it for right now. We'll click OK, and we've got the MACD added down below. Now, with indicators, you can also drag and drop, so we'll left click on the indicator, we'll drag that up and drop it right over the price. For those of you traders that like to use overlaid indicators, very easy to do. The indicator's got its own independent scale on the left. You can adjust. This F button in the upper left brings it back to the auto scale. Okay, so you can move around your indicators wherever you would like. Now, on top of all of the all the default indicators that you get with NinjaTrader that you can see here, we also have custom indicators built by other traders that provide them free to you on the NinjaTrader support forum. Sometimes our employees will also create indicators and provide them there as well. So a couple I want to show you is I found an auto trendline indicator on the forum. Let me add that on. I'll click OK. And notice here it does an auto trendline for you. So it finds the higher low of whatever bars it's looking at and attempts to make the best trend line. Also, if price crosses that trend line, it will give you a beep and it will also draw an arrow for you. So kind of a cool indicator. Another one, and I'm going to show you how to get these in just a moment. Another one is this market reminders. So you can set market reminders to yourself. And this one had some already plugged in here. This trader looked like he liked to watch the London session here. So he put reminders on the chart on different times. So you can plot your news reports, crude oil, London sessions. So another great indicator. So there's hundreds of these available to you on the NinjaTrader support forum. So now, how do we get these indicators? We're going to come over to the NinjaTrader support forum. So what I'll do is let me provide everyone with a link here. Whoops, if I can get to those. All right, what I'm going to do is just bring up the support forum real quickly for everyone. And I'll give everyone the link here as well. There we go. So I think I sent that. Actually, sorry about that. That's not the right link. Sorry about that. Ignore that link. Let me give this one to you. That's our old one for the 6 help guides. It's not available anymore. Here's the new support forum. Okay, so the support forum is a great resource, of course, for support. But if you come down here, you'll see what we call the NinjaScript file sharing section. So if I come in here, and it's absolutely free to subscribe to the forum. I don't even think you have to subscribe if you don't want to, but we'll come in here under indicators. And we just have a little item you have to accept some of the terms there just to make sure it stays a safe forum. And then you're going to see the tons of indicators, custom indicators available to you. You can download any of these indicators. Just click on the name and download the zip file. And here's the instructions as well. So let me put these instructions into everyone on how to do this. And I'll give you again the link to the support forum. I think we have over 100 indicators here that you can download. And if you know how to code your own, feel free to code your own in here. So tons of indicators available to you. And this is where I found those indicators that you saw before. Okay, so now let me see if I can get to some of the recent questions here. Let's see, one good question here. Eric, can ATM do order chase? Yes, Eric, we do have an order chase feature. Right-click and select the advanced options in your ATM menu, and you can set up a chase feature. Yes, you do need to be present to win one of the prizes. So we'll get to those here in just a moment. Okay, unfortunately you cannot change the default drop-down menu in the chart for the time intervals. So someone asked if you could change these here. Unfortunately you can't. I know that's a request, so hopefully development can put that in. But again, you can just type into the chart. Let's say I want a 3-minute chart. I just type 3M and press enter. So it's very quick to change those as well. All right, we get, wow, very impressive, excellent, great to see. Okay, wonderful. So I know that we're well over time, so let's get into the rest of the items here. So real quickly, NinjaTrader 7 normal pricing, I just want to show this real quickly to you. Normally, you can lease for as low as $50 a month. Our quarterly is $60 a month for 3 months, so that's $180, and we got some other leasing options for you. Our best value, which we offer to everyone, is $995 for a single multi-broker lifetime license key. You get unlimited use of the software, all future upgrades, so NinjaTrader 8, 9, 10, whatever would come out in the future, and our lifetime support. We have a great support team. I recommend you take a look at our support team. However, for everyone in the room today, we have some special discounts for you. So you don't have to pay the normal price of NinjaTrader. So I've got a couple options for you. So let's get to these discounts here. You can, number one, get a discount off our exclusive lifetime license key. Never pay for your trading software again. For those of you that have multiple brokers, you trade to more than one broker at the same time, and NinjaTrader, the great feature of it is you can trade to broker A and broker B at the same time. Our normal price is $14.95. We're taking $200 off for you just because you're in this webinar, so the normal price $12.95. Or your price only for this webinar, for attending this webinar, $12.95. For those of you that have only one broker, you can save $100 off the single broker lifetime license key. That's a little more than 10% off there, so great discount, especially because you never have to pay again. Only $8.95, you get NinjaTrader for the rest of your life. So some great investments there if you're serious about trading. Okay, so I'll try to get through these. I know people have to get going here, and I appreciate you all sticking around. So one more time, just take a look at these lifetime license discounts. All right, Mark, I've got that one coming up here in just a moment if you want to upgrade. Here we go. So the next one, if you already own a single broker lifetime license key and you want to upgrade to our multi-broker, we're offering our first ever discount of $100 off your upgrade. So normally we just charge you the difference between the two. We're going to offer you $100 off. So that's a full 20%. That's the largest percent discount we've ever offered. So you only pay $400 for that upgrade. So a great option there. And also, if you currently have a lease, you are eligible for, we will give you a prorated discount on any time remaining. So not only do you get this $100 off, we'll give you a discount on any time you haven't used on your lease. So you can get a great deal here on upgrading to a multi-broker license key. And the third option here, for those of you that want to try these features absolutely free with live trading, see if you can make some money right away with these features, we're giving you a 1-month free trial of a live license key. So this is a $60 value. You get absolutely free. Okay? And you'll get your first month free. What we're going to do is we're going to set up where you sign up for our quarterly option, but you get the first month free. Now, there's no risk to you. You can cancel any time within the first 30 days, so cancel before you're charged, and there's no charge to you, so no risk to you. If you like the features, you want to keep your lease, just keep using the software. Just don't tell us to cancel it. You're all set, and it will auto-charge you $180 for the next 3 months, so you'll be automatically enrolled in our quarterly lease option. So again, 1 month free to try these live features right away. So we've got those 3 special discount options for you. Now, in order to take advantage of these, there's some specific things we want to do. We only want to offer these to this discount to those of you in the room today, actually right now. So in order to do that, we're going to ask you to email us, sales@ninjatrader.com, with this special subject here, Big Mike's webinar discount. Let us know if you want the free trial, the lifetime license discount, or the upgrade discount, those 3 that I covered. So again, you need to email us, sales@ninjatrader.com, with this subject. We will send you a personalized purchase link back to you by email only. And again, only available to those of you in the room right now. So you want to act right away. This will expire at the close of business tomorrow. So it will no longer be valid after the close of business tomorrow. So definitely act right away to take advantage of these excellent offers. Okay, so now let's get into the NinjaTrader giveaway time. So we are going to once again start, we're going to give away some items today. We're going to start off with the hats, and I'm going to be asking 1 question at a time, and the winner will both have to answer the correct answer, as well as your answer has to be the correct number for the question. So let me give you an example. Let's say we're on question 5. You must be the 5th person to answer correctly to win. Okay, so question 1, we need the first correct answer. Question 5, we need the 5th. Question 10, we need the 10th correct answer. Okay? All right, so hopefully everyone understand the rules here on the questions. And this is where Big Mike's going to help me with these questions.
Yeah,
as well as the
I'm ready.
winners. So he's going to help me with the winners here.
Ready to go. And I just want to point out that the reason that we do that is to keep everything fair. I know that we've got people from all over the world, so this way, you don't have to be the fastest typer. And if you're in Australia or something, that it doesn't matter. That maybe it takes an extra fraction of a second to get to you. All right, so you ready to go?
Absolutely. All right, yep, let's go. So we had a good question, Mike. Is everyone eligible to win? So let me say we've got the hats. Everyone's eligible for the hats.
Right.
And then everyone's eligible for the leases, but only new NinjaTrader users for the lifetime license keys.
Yeah, so very, very important, guys. If you've ever spent money with NinjaTrader, if you've ever been a customer and paid NinjaTrader, then you're not eligible for the lifetime license. So please do not answer. Don't take away the opportunity for someone else to win. But as Raymond just said, that you guys can still win the hats and you can still win the quarterly license. Is that right, Ray?
Yes.
Okay. And one last thing I want to mention is that I'm going to be asking for everyone's BMT username. If they win the prize, I'm going to ask you to type in your BMT username. So be ready with that information. All right, let's go.
Okay, let's go ahead.
Ray, you want me to read them, or do you want to read them?
Let's see. Why don't you read them, Mike, and then that way I can give the correct answer.
Okay. All right, guys, so we're looking for the first person to answer this correctly, and the first thing that we're going to be giving away are hats. So we have 10 hats to give away. We've decided to give away 2 hats per question. Okay, so there's going to be a total of 5 questions that covers the hats. For the first one, we're looking for the first person and actually the second person as well to answer correctly. So the question number 1, what is the cost to download NinjaTrader with all the features for simulation trading? Okay, stop. Everyone stop typing, please. We've got the answers already. That didn't take long. Give me 1 second. So, Ray, do you see I think the first 2 people, is that correct?
Yes, so let's see. I see Ryan and Colin.
Yeah. All right, so the answer was free, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so the answer is free, and Ryan McAllister and Colin Flora, I need your BMT username, please. Go ahead and type that in for me real quick, and we'll go to the second question.
All right, excellent. These should be getting a little more harder. I started with some easy ones there, and then we'll get harder here as well. Okay.
All right, let me write
Question
those
2.
usernames down. Hang on 1 second.
Go.
All right, what does OCO stand for? Okay, we're looking for the second and the third answer, and so we have those answers already. I ask everyone to stop typing, please, as the answers are flying off my screen. Okay, I'm looking for the second and third person to answer correctly, and let's see, Ray, looks like Fadi and Matt, do you agree?
Second and third, is that right?
Yeah.
Yes, that looks right.
All right, so the correct answer was 1 cancels other, and Fadi, I need your BMT username, and Matt Lockins, I need your BMT username, and give me 1 second, please, to write these down. Okay, great. So looking for question 3. What feature in NinjaTrader allows you to trade on past data as if it were live? Looking for the third and fourth person to answer correctly. All right, everyone stop typing, please. We've got 100 people in the room, so everyone typing at once gets a little... Okay, so the correct answer is market replay.
Market replay, yep.
Yeah, and we're looking for the third and fourth, so let's see here. 1, 2... Ray, let's see if you agree. I've got Merritt and David. Or do you want to... David didn't really give a full answer, so you tell me. We go to the next person?
Let's see. Well, no, I don't want to punish anyone for typing speed or spelling. I think they knew it, so yeah, you're right.
All right, so Merritt Black and David Hamilton, please give me your BMT username. Okay. David, waiting for your BMT username. All right, great. All right, so question 4. What are the 2 ways to get market replay data? So this is a 2-part answer. Okay, everyone can stop typing, please. We've got the answers. I need to go find it. So we're looking for the 4th and the 5th person to answer correctly. Got to get my screen set up here. 4th and 5th person. All right, so the correct answer is download and record. So I'm just trying to find the right person to. All right, Ray, if I've counted correctly, I think it's Tim and Brian. Do you agree?
Just looking there. We got download. I think Merritt was the 4th.
I skipped him because only one person can win.
Merritt already won. That's right. So you're right. Yep.
So I think Tim and Brian. All right, so the correct answer again was download and record. And let me give everyone's Tim Salamaki and Brian Marr. Need your BMT username, please. So give me 1 second for that. Okay, great. All right, so here's the last hat question. Question number 5. What window do we recommend you use to list and record market replay data? So we're looking for the name of the window they recommend. Okay, we've got the answers. Everyone can stop typing, please. The correct answer is Market Analyzer. I'm looking for the 5th and the 6th person, so hang on 1 second. 2, 3, 4. All right, everyone stop typing, please. All right, looks like, Ray, do you agree the 5th person is Chris? We got 2 different Chris's, so Chris Bannock, and then the 6th person is Tom Smith. Do you agree with that?
Yes, that looks good.
All right, Chris Bannock, Tom Smith, need your BMT username, please.
All right, just want to say congrats to everyone that won those hats.
Absolutely. Looks like some cool hats. Okay, let me write this down. Okay, so I think that the next question is for the quarterly subscriptions. So we're giving away quarterly subscription. So this is question number 6. We're going to look for the 6th person to answer correctly. What is the name of the window in NinjaTrader where you edit your instrument settings? So the name of the window in NinjaTrader where you edit your instrument settings. Okay, we've got the correct answer. I'm going to ask everyone to stop typing, please, so I can count. This is going to get harder and harder for me to count. We're on number 6 now. So the right answer is data series. And okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe it's Jeffrey Lee. Do you agree with that, Ray?
Yep, that looks right.
All right, so Jeffrey Lee, would you give me your BMT username, please? Okay, congrats. So now question 7. What method is used to modify order prices in ChartTrader? It's a 2-word answer. Okay, yep. Yeah, there we go. All right, so you can stop typing, please. The correct answer is click and click. And let me count here. We're looking for the 7th person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you agree it's Ted Noel?
Yes, that looks right.
All right, Ted Noel, I need your BMT username, please. Congrats on that. Okay, 1 second. Okay, question 8. At what NinjaTrader resource can you find free indicators to download? Look for the 8th person. Okay. Everyone stop typing, please. So looking for the 8th person. So the answer was the support forum. I see everyone abbreviating forum. I think we know what they're talking about.
Yeah, we'll take 4 on that.
I got to find the 8th person, though, so hang on.
Sure.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Michael Steer. Do you agree with that, Ray?
I do.
All right, Michael Steer, I need your BMT username, please. I want to point out, by the way, there's a couple thousand indicators you can download on BMT also.
Oh, right. Definitely.
All right, let me write that down. Okay, question number 9. Who is NinjaTrader's preferred data provider and provides fast, unfiltered data? Looking for the 9th person to answer correctly. All right, everyone stop typing, please. Everyone knew that one. All right, so Kinetic is the right answer. Give me a second. My screen is flying by with answers. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think Brian B. Ryan or Ray, do you agree with that?
Yes.
All right. Brian B. needs your BMT username. Okay. The last question for the 3-month lease, question 10. Where can you find free NinjaTrader training videos covering webinars, tips, and tricks? Where can you find free NinjaTrader training videos covering webinars, tips, and tricks? Okay, there we go. All right, everyone can stop typing now, I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So the answer is YouTube. NinjaTrader has a YouTube channel. Okay, looking for the 10th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Colin Flora. Hang on, Colin. You've already won. You've already won by my count. So the next person, Christine Warner. Do you agree with that, Ray?
8, 9, 10. Yes.
Did I count right? Okay. So Colin, I'm skipping you because you've already won. All right. Christine Warner, I need your BMT username, please. Okay, great. You're ahead of me there. All right. So give me 1 second to write all this down again. So there's the 5 quarterly licenses. All right. So congratulations, guys. And now for the ultimate prize, giving away lifetime licenses. We've got 2 questions left. Question number 11. What does ATM stand for? This is for a lifetime license. What does ATM stand for? We're looking for the 11th person to answer correctly. All right, guys, you can stop typing. Everyone stop, please. All right, we've got to stop typing. It makes my screen fly by. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think it's Kenneth Schlander. Okay, great. Yeah. Kenneth Schlander, needs your BMT username, please.
And could we just have Kenneth just verify that? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Before. Okay. Yeah, great point. So Ken, I need you to please verify that you've never paid NinjaTrader before, because if you have, then you can't win this prize. We want to make sure it goes to someone that's eligible. All right, good. So congratulations, Kenneth. All right, one more question. Question 12. What type of orders did I use to bracket the market order? I'm sorry, to bracket for the breakout strategy. What type of orders did I use to bracket the market for the breakout strategy? Looking for the 12th person. Okay, guys, stop typing, please. All right, so and I think I forgot to mention the answer to question 11 was advanced trade management. Sorry about that. The answer to the last one was advanced trade management. The answer to this one, actually, we don't have the answer yet, guys. I'm going to tell you it's not a stop order, or it's not an OCA order. Ray, I just screwed that up for you.
No problem. We'll just see who can type it in the quickest, or whoever gets number 12th one.
Yeah, sorry, that was my mess up. Everyone was typing in OCO. That's not the answer. Let's see.
I think we got 12.
Okay, guys, so stop typing, and it's going to take me a second here. I got multiple pages of answers, so there's one, there's 2, 3, 4. Wow.
Sorry, that was kind of a trick one there, I think.
Yeah, so 5. Okay, hang on. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and number 12. Merritt, you've already won, man. You've already won. So I'm looking for the next one. There it is. I've got Ward Wenzel. So Ward Wenzel, need your BMT username, please. Merritt, you did already win, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay, Ward, so I've got your username written down there. Yeah, I know. I'm sure you would rather have a license than a hat or whatever you'd want. Sorry about that. But it's great prizes. So the correct answer was stop order. And I kind of messed that up, so my apologies, but I still think that it worked fairly. Everyone still had to type in the right answer. All right, so I see Merritt is upset, so we might have an extra hat to give to someone else if he doesn't want it. All right, guys, so what I'm going to do is after the webinar is done, then I will get back with everybody on BMT and get everyone's contact information, and then I'll send that over to NinjaTrader so that you guys can get your prizes. And I also want to give Ray an opportunity again to put up some contact information. So for anyone that's in the webinar room right now that wants to get, take advantage of those special prices, what was the info again? I think it was sales@ninjatrader.com. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. Yep, email sales@ninjatrader.com for any questions you have, any comments, anything like that. That'll go straight to me, and I'd be more than happy to answer any questions, help you out to get set up with NinjaTrader. So, I just want to give a very big thank you to everyone joining us in the room today. I sincerely hope you enjoyed the presentation, and Big Mike, thank you very much for helping set up the presentation today and being my host. Again, congratulations to all the winners of today's event. If you have any further questions, email us, sales@ninjatrader.com. Just have a great rest of your day, happy trading, and enjoy the rest of your week here from everyone at NinjaTrader.
All right, guys, congrats. I'll see everybody on the forum. Thanks, Ray. Thanks, Wesley.
All right. Thanks. And Merritt, send me an email to sales@ninjatrader.com. Thanks.